Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com.
Ones, empaths, this narcissist that was involved in your life was an important, prominent figure at one point. They held great importance, and they meant something in your world, you know. They really meant something to you, you know. Your heart connected with them, and they were an important, prominent figure. But those days are gone now. Those days are gone. And, you know, you no longer pay them no mind. You ignore them. You've got no interest. You share no interests, you know. And you've come to that decision based off of their irrational, horrible behavior, you know. You've come to that decision where you just feel like, you know, it's best to ignore them, pay them no mind. But, you know, you taking this route of paying them no mind, oh God, it makes the narcissist feel like a reject. They feel like a reject, you know. They really feel unwanted, unloved, you know. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships here. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. This could be a colleague. This could be an associate. When you ascend to the point of indifference and you no longer pay them no mind, you no longer have any qualms about what they're doing, you no longer care, this is a real, huge narcissistic injury that's inflicted on the narcissist. Really hurts them to their core. Because with the mask, right, beneath the mask, they know they're weak. They know they're not worth anything, you know, beneath the mask. But with their whole facade that they portray to the world, they believe they should be of some significant importance in your life, you know. They believe the world revolves around them when they operate with the mask. As I mentioned, beneath the mask, they know they're nothing. They know they're worthless. They feel worthless. But you actually treating them in this way, which other people don't, you know. Other people will hold them in a high regard. Other people fall into their delusion, but you're different. You've seen through it now, right? And you pay them no mind. And by doing this, they feel like the ultimate reject. It's a crushing blow. You see, the thing is you could have possibly been discarded by the narcissist yourself. You could have been the one who was discarded. But it makes no difference, right? It makes no difference because they believe when they discard you that you should still worship the ground they walk on. You know, you should still remain plugged in, remain on the shelf like a good little object, stay on the shelf and wait for them to come and pick you back up again. That's how they believe you should behave. And a lot of you haven't done that. A lot of you have got off the shelf, dusted yourself off, and you've continued on with your life and bettered your life in so many ways. And when the thought comes into your mind of the narcissist, or you hear something about the narcissist, you don't really care. You don't care who they're with. You don't care what they're doing. And this irritates the narcissist that was involved in your life to their core. They're so frustrated. They feel like a reject, you know. This brings back childhood memories. This is the base of the narcissist. The narcissist suffers with abandonment issues. The narcissist suffers with rejection issues. It's part of the reason why they've orientated themselves in this way to kind of be immune to rejection or immune to abandonment. You see, they try and build themselves up to be so important in people's lives that they can't be rejected or they can't be abandoned, you know. And they can feel like a real pest, these narcissists that are involved in your life, you know. They totally consume your world, and they do this on purpose because they don't want to get rejected. They want to become such a prominent figure in your life that you can't shake them off, you can't get rid of them. But you've managed to do that. You've managed to get rid of the evil spell of the narcissist. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. This is what I'm saying. Even if you were discarded, you know, they felt like you should stay stuck and hurt and wounded and injured, you know. This is what they believe that will They believe the way your life will go. They didn't believe you'll get over them. They thought you'd stay stuck, right? But look, they feel like a reject now. They know they're not that important now, you know. And this is they could have got a sense of this just by the way you're carrying yourself in your life. You may not necessarily have moved on with new friends or new romantic partners, etc. You may have just be getting on with your life, you know, in the best way that you possibly can, orientating yourself in the best possible way, getting on with your life, healing your wounds. And it's an ultimate blow for the narcissist, catastrophic blow for the narcissist. Because they believe they had so much, they believe they had such a hold over you, and they were such a significant figure in your life that you would never heal, right? And you've proven them wrong that you can heal, right? You've proven them wrong. The narcissist, beneath all of the facade, beneath their mask, you're hitting them in that point, right? You're hitting their abandonment issues. You're hitting their rejection issues. That's how they feel. You're getting deep in beneath the mask, beneath the whole facade. You're hitting them right at their core with your type of behavior. And all you're doing is merely just getting on with your life. Like I said, you could have been the one that was discarded. And you're merely just getting on with your life. You've reached the point of indifference. You no longer care what the narcissist is doing. You no longer care who they're with. And this irritates them. Because they think, the narcissist that was involved in your life, thinks that you're meant to care. You're meant to be concerned. You're meant to be worried. And you're just ignoring them. You're just ignoring them to the best that you can ignore them. You don't want to play no part in that, right? You pay them no mind anymore, right? But that's another issue that being ignored, you know. For those that say narcissists are created when they're children, maybe they were ignored by their caregivers. Maybe they were abandoned by their caregivers. Maybe they were rejected by their caregivers. So this is part of the theory says that where it's created in childhood. I don't necessarily know the true answer because it can either be made. I believe you can either be born. It's either you're born a narcissist or you're made into a narcissist. It's not really proven at the moment. There's two sides to the argument, but I'm saying on the side of the argument where it says it's created in childhood, then you're hitting these wounds, these rejection wounds, these abandonment wounds. You're hitting them at the core because this is what created the narcissist to begin with, right? And not feeling important, you know? They didn't feel important maybe when they was younger. They weren't made to feel important, weren't made to feel worthy. And you just getting on with your life, dealing with your everyday dealings, getting on with your life, causes a significant blow to them, right? Makes them feel like a reject, makes them suffer, makes them hurt. Because you're meant to care. The narcissist that was involved in your life believes you're meant to care, you're meant to be concerned, you're meant to be worried about what they're doing. You know, this is why I said about the discard. If you were the one that was discarded, you was meant to play that role in their life, right? And you're not playing that role. You're not playing the role they had anticipated for you. You're playing a totally different role. A role of indifference, a role of not giving a shit, a role of getting on with your own life and leaving them in the past, right? So believe me, they hate this. They really hate this. And, you know, this is just the way it's got to be. This is just the way it's got to be, right? They're going to feel like a reject. You may experience hoovers. You may experience them trying to creep back in your life. But remember, as I always say, the narcissist that was involved in your life, if they come with a hoover, if they come with trying to creep back in your life, it's just going to be a repeat cycle. So never, ever let them back in again. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got a secondary channel, the spiritual channel. Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.